I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places Going Viral.
Yes, we are.
What do you got, Josh?
What is your favorite adjective?
Adjective describes something, right?
It's a word that modifies a noun.
All right.
So
engaging. I like engaging. I don't use interesting anymore. I use engaging.
Engaging. Why engaging?
Because I think interesting is overused.
That's interesting. Sorry. It is. It's
interesting.
It's actually more interesting than engaging that you said that.
No.
You saying
okay,
that,
you're right.
It doesn't make sense. Oh, that's engaging. No,
Yeah.
not really. It's just interesting.
Well, look at interesting. If something's interesting, it's like the lowest. It's like that's interesting. Yeah, everything's pretty much I think everything's interesting.
Really?
This pin is interesting. What they're talking about in the conversation over there is interesting.
Is my straw wrapper interesting?
That is interesting.
What's so interesting about my straw wrapper?
That's the point I'm trying to make, is everything is interesting.
Oh. I don't think so.
All right. So is that engaging or is that interesting?
It's not engaging at all, and it's definitely not interesting to me.
When it was on your straw, it was engaging, wasn't it? Engaging enough to take it off?
I guess. Technically, it was in the way. I'll give it that. It was in the way.
Okay.
I think saying engaging is giving it too much credit.
Okay. I agree. It's not engaging.
This is so much fun. No, it's just.
I would say, I don't know what I would say actually. All right. What is your favorite adjective?
I got a lot, but you know what my favorite type of adjective is? Hyphenated adjectives. I like hyphenated. Half-witted, trunk-ripened, crisscrossed. It's just something about.
Those are delicious. Yeah.
Aren't they great?
They are.
How are you feeling today? I'm a little bit crisscrossed.
Ooh. Okay. That makes me think about crisscross. When I say...
How's your mom? She's a little trunk ripened right now.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
But it's intriguing, isn't it?
It's engaging. It's definitely engaging.
Yeah, she's been in the dark too long. She's trunk ripened. She's developed in the dark.
Okay, trunk ripened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or.
Okay. So these words. How often do you use them? Because I don't think I've ever heard you use any of those since we've known each other.
I wouldn't say it's natural for me to use hyphenated adjectives, but I do enjoy them when I think about them. I like to use two adjectives also.
Okay.
This is a deliciously scrumptious meal.
Well, which is an adverb and an adjective. So deliciously is describing
a delicious and scrumptious meal. You're right.
Deliciously
would be an adverb. You're right.
Yes. If you said delicious and scrumptious meal, and delicious and scrumptious are very close.
They're pretty close, but not quite.
So you're kind of redundant in that regard.
Scrumptious is more delicious than delicious is.
Then why don't you just say scrumptious? You're just building me up.
Because I like the literary. I like to overuse words. I am not as efficient as you are. I paint with words. You understand? I paint. That's my art.
I get it. I'm with you. I'm not. You know what? I'm not at all judging you on your colorful use of words or the abundance of words that you use. This whole podcast is about how many words we can throw in 10 minutes.
Right. I would say we do a foot-long job of that. Right?
You're just making that stuff up. I don't even understand that. A foot-long job of what?
Well, foot-long, it's a full sandwich. It's a full, complete job. We're all in. Foot-long.
Okay. I've never heard that expression. You made that up. That is totally made up.
Yes, that's a hairy-ankled expression for sure.
What is that? Is that like your...
Hairy-ankled.
Is that like your ice cream, boneless ice cream?
Oh, my boneless ice cream, see?
Yeah. Well, that's a noun, though.
That's
boneless.
Well,
boneless is
boneless
actually...
is an adjective.
Yeah, describing it.
Yeah, it's modifying the ice cream.
Here's what I like. I like to use words that I ordinarily do not hear.
Like the ones I just used?
Yeah. I feel that those are more for, they're a little bit too garish.
Garish.
You like garish?
Wow.
Yeah.
This guy with the big words.
Garish is not two syllable.
That's a phlegm-baked word for sure. If I've ever heard of a phlegm-baked word, that is like, it's like it sat in your throat.
I was about ready to say
got-
garnish, and I realized no, garish.
Phlegm-baked.
When you flambaked is actually very garish. It's too big. It's like it's like I'm. You know what it is? I'm trying to impress.
You are? That's not very impressive.
No, that's what those words are like. I mean, garish is almost an impressible.
Maybe I'm just trying to wake you up. Maybe I'm just trying to throw something in there to make you think.
Oh, I love that.
I'm just adding flavor. I'm adding spice. Maybe too much spice, but I'm adding spice to the meal. You're trying to bake a chicken. I want to throw some spices on it. Like, you just want to eat the meal, right? You just want the nutrition. You want cut to the chase. Nutrition, put it in my belly, give me fuel. I'm like, let's make it taste good.
Yeah.
That's what adjectives do. Adjectives make the meal taste better.
Ooh, yeah,
It's
you're
the
right.
spice of a sentence.
Yeah.
It's the potential spice.
Potential. That's
That's a
that's.
It sounds like a word, doesn't it?
Is that an adjective? Is that the adjective that you're trying to
I was trying.
impress me
I
with?
don't think that actually is a word, but I'm going to go with it. Potential. This is.
I don't even know what that
It's
means.
the quintessential potential spice.
You took quintessential and you broke it down to
Quintessential. The quintessential spice. There's a that's a hyphenated word, by the way.
By the-
Quintessential.
By the way, this is water and this is lemonade.
Lemonade.
Monade.
I gotta teach you how to speak French now too.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know.
Lemonade.
Okay, it is, what gets me is the people that use these words. I mean, I'm thinking of a guy right now, he would just pontificate and just, everybody, if you're listening to him, he's just like keeping on going. And I can take that dessert for so long and then at some point make a point. What is your point?
Yeah.
I'm a fifth grader. Tell me what it is you're trying to say.
Of course, there's got to be meat on the bone, right? You
Yes.
can't just eat spice from the jar. I agree with you. So it can't just be all this flourful stuff,
Wow, this is nice. This is good.
right?
Gotta have meat
There's
on
gotta
the
be
bone.
meat on the bone.
Can't just eat the spices.
No.
Okay.
So you got to have both, though.
Right. So when I hear people like that overdo it, I'm like, However, when I listen to podcasts, I am listening to the words that I've never used or never heard, and like, that's a good word. I'm going to use that word. Is it stilly?
Other than garish, what was the last word you used that you learned? Have you learned anything good recently?
I don't know.
I did, but I forgot. That's the problem. That's the problem with new words. I don't remember them. Mm-hmm. I have a really hard time remembering.
Detonaire. There you go.
What's that?
It's Spanish.
Oh, detener. Oh,
Detonaire.
detener.
Stop.
To stop.
To stop. Yeah.
That's the infinitive.
I have to tell Alexa that all the time. Detonaire.
Yes. Deténgame. Stop.
I tell her to un minuto en el temporizador, por favor. I tell her 1 minute on the timer, please.
You're getting a little bit better. I have to know.
I only know the words that I need to work with her at home. And then when she's finished and the buzzer goes off, I gotta go detonaire. And I have gone through every variation of stop, and detonaire is the one that she understands. Detagaza I was using, and that didn't work. And you told me one.
You can say parate. Parate. That's also stop. Parate, para, something like that.
Is it P-A?
P-A-R-A.
P.
Parada is to stop.
Para.
That's also.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe I will use that.
You should, that should work. That's a pretty basic.
Well, I know when she understands me, she responds back.
Another word you could try, which I don't know if this works in verbal language, but you know what the stop signs say in Mexico?
What?
You don't know?
Stop?
They don't say stop. No, they speak Spanish down there, dude. They don't say stop. They don't say estop.
You
no,
just,
it's not
you
estop.
just duded me, man.
Dude.
You just duded me.
They say alto.
Al-
A-L-T-O. Alto.
Oh, yes. A friend of mine said that to me.
So I wonder, I don't know if that's a verbal thing too. Try that. Maybe you go alto.
But I say muy alto.
But
which
alto means high.
That means bring it louder. Make it louder.
So she might not
Muy
understand alto.
suave. Yeah.
She might
you know what
go
I
louder.
used? I used alto the other day,
Did you?
and I think she did stop.
Ah.
So, yeah, I'm yeah.
I wonder if Alexa also likes adjectives as much as we do. You should throw some in there.
I'm only
Instead of
speaking
saying-
to her in Spanish. I can't.
All right.
I mean, I got to learn some more Spanish.
You could say detener suavemente
That's slowly.
Stop.
Slowly.
Softly.
Oh, softly?
or despaciamente. Or con despacio means slowly.
How about if you do this? Use, ready? Spanish adjectives and throw those in English.
In English, though.
Because you were like suave. That was good.
Yes.
Because I use suave, like muy más suave. I tell her to softer. Well, if it's too loud, más suave. Volume, volume cuatro.
Volumen.
Volumen?
Volumen.
I
It
can do
actually
it.
ends it with an N.
Not volume?
I'm pretty sure not.
All right.
I could be wrong.
I tell you one thing. You telling me that A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y has been like,
Well, and I
Brilliant.
have to give you a compliment. You're far less embarrassing to be next to when you speak Spanish. And I mean that in the nicest possible, most complimentary way.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
This is going viral. Oh my God.